Now, the Nigerian government has put on hold the kickoff of operations of new federal universities approved in the twilight of the past administration of the then President Muhammadu Buhari. The Minister of Education, Tahir Maman, said after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday in Abuja that the staggering of the takeoff of the universities was in recognition of the funding needed to ensure effective and efficient running of their programs. The Buhari administration had approved the licensing of 37 new universities in the country a few days to the handing over date. Now, Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss President Tinubu's decision to stagger the takeoff of the 14 universities established by the Buhari administration and the propriety or otherwise of government's continued establishment of universities in face of the fiscal crisis facing Nigeria. It's great to have you. Warm welcome, Mr. Sobowale.
It's a pleasure. Yes,
it's quite a lot to unpack there, but let's start from the very beginning. What are your key takeaways from this development?
Government is trying to be realistic. It is a pity that in the last few days of the Buhari administration, they dumped many projects on the next incoming government. Pathetically, that government happens to be a government of the same party. If it had been an opposition party, I can bet they would have scrapped all those contracts and all those projects which were hurriedly put in place, like getting wise after the event. You know, somebody is knocking at your door to go, then you just litter the place. The projects that are not, possible to be executed in 100 years. It is very unfair. I call it dumping. But then, luckily for us Nigerians, especially those who value university education, this government has decided not to scrap it, but to stagger them and to place emphasis on education, medicine, and agriculture, and technology, right, which is okay by me. And I know they will find the funds, because I believe in university education. Although we say the digital economy has come, and you can learn a lot from the internet and from information technology. But the universities are still relevant for our development and our security. Let me digress a bit by bringing an example from the UK. There was a meeting this week of people they call the Five Eyes. Those are the security chiefs of UK, US, Canada, New Zealand. They came together to alert people on the fact that the Chinese, you get me, are using technology to offload secrets of government. You get me? Secrets that have to do with research, innovation, technology, and all that. And that the universities should find a way to guard their secrets more and provide us even commercial secrets, that they will lure people on the internet to LinkedIn. You know the program LinkedIn? Yes. So there's a slogan they are using now, a strategy to combat that. They call it, think before you link. Because before they know it, they will be invited to China, and after that they get compromised. People working, you see, before espionage was on government, but now they say commercial interest, innovation, research facilities. But that, you see, that summit took place in Stanford University, was based in Silicon Valley. And they are trying to show that technology has reached the stage that the universities must keep their secrets, find a way to keep their secrets, especially with the advent of automated intelligence, that it can be used for military purposes, for economic purposes, and all that. So we are happy, I'm happy, that our universities, you get me now, are being well funded. You get me? At least 6 universities out of the 14, they already proposed, they have said they will guarantee them, and that a national library. Huge amounts. I'm in tune with government over that. even though I do not like the way and manner they inherited these things. As long as we keep our universities alive and functional and not crippled by industrial action of ASUP and the rest, I think we'll catch up with the global competition to make life better for our people.
I certainly hear you, Mr. Sobowale. Now, of course, when you mentioned that you thought that if this was inherited by the PDP, for instance, or a different party, it would have probably not even seen the light of day. Yes. And we know that timing is also everything. So when we're looking at the fiscal crisis that is lurking, and this is also coming up at this time, is it something that you're also concerned about when you consider the timing aspect?
I do not see the fiscal crisis the way government has seen it.
Okay.
Get me? You can call me a skeptic. I don't care. You see the way we run our government. See, okay, there was news in the paper that some jeeps costing so much, and 50 are going to be given to legislators. You total that up, you'll see that maybe one person is collecting as much as we take to fund the university.
There you go.
So let us be realistic. I don't want to be frightened by figures, because the signs up there do not show that we are a poor country. You get me? See, the inequality between the rich and the poor is widening in Nigeria. Somebody wrote a projection that the way the world is going, globally inequality among nations, you get me, will be breached, but internal inequality among nations, citizens, people like us now. So don't tell me government cannot fund anything when we maintain our legislators the way we are maintaining there, and we are not given any information. This is the buoyant economy. If it is not buoyant, they won't be earning what they are earning. And all the paraphernalia, layer of offices, extravagant ones, as expensive. So please don't question expenditure for universities. Question the legislature. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Sobowale, I honestly wish we had more time, because I really wanted to delve deeper into this topic, but unfortunately our time is fast spent.